Nag-ating lang ng kulam.
Pag may dumating na makakain,
Tawagin namin sila kung makakalitin ng kulam. Marami kami niluto.
We are here because dementia, memory loss is really a problem in the Filipino community. For a start, maybe they don't know that they have dementia, or maybe they know but they are in denial. So it would be a good idea to talk about dementia in more often and should tell them the signs.
Dementia is a medical condition that involves problems in a person's thinking and behaviour. The problems usually start gradually and continue to get worse over time. The problems are caused by a disease that damages the brain, so dementia is not just a normal part of getting older. Because the brain looks after all our thinking functions, a person with dementia might have difficulties with a range of different functions. And these can include memory, attention, learning, language skills, understanding information or working things out. And people with dementia can also experience changes in their emotions, behaviour or personality. We all forget things sometimes or have trouble concentrating when we're tired, but when a person has dementia, these things happen often and they can stop the person being able to do their usual activities in their daily life. Dementia can be caused by Alzheimer's disease, and Alzheimer's is in fact the most common type of dementia. But there are many other brain diseases that can also cause dementia. Other common types of dementia include dementia with Lewy bodies, frontotemporal dementia, and vascular dementia. What these all have in common is that the disease damages the areas of the brain that look after our thinking, and as the disease gets worse, damaging more of the brain, the problems with thinking get worse too.
I came here last May 1989 because my children are all working here in Australia, and they got me out of the Philippines to join them. And I came here with my husband, and after my husband is a retired army officer in the Philippines, and we came together here as permanent migrants. And after 6 years, my husband passed away.
I'm Alicia Manzanilla. I'm single.
Never been kissed.
Never.
ang imong edad,
I'm pila na ganit.
82 years.
I'm 82 years old. I was born July 5, 1929.
The first time she was diagnosed, I was not really hard up in taking care of her because it was just mild one. Then lately I have observed her that she is very hard to take care of because this Alzheimer. She has lost her memory, a portion only, not the whole memory. Because of that loss of memory, it's very hard to take care of her. She cannot understand what you are explaining to her. And she forgets everything. She does not even know where the refrigerator is, where the pantry is. She forgot everything. But she can remember those things that happened years ago when she was still in the Philippines, but the present she cannot remember.
The early signs of dementia can be difficult to see because the changes happen gradually. Also, the condition affects everyone differently. One of the common early signs is forgetfulness, particularly problems remembering new information, or perhaps forgetting where you've put things, for example. People might also have trouble following conversations, especially when several people are talking at the same time. They might start to have trouble doing things they used to find very easy or take longer to do things. They might get confused about where they are or what day it is. They might have language problems, such as finding the right word or explaining what they mean so that it makes sense to other people. The important thing to remember is that these things happen to all of us sometimes, but if they happen often and interfere with the person's daily life, then it might be something we should worry about. If you do have concerns, it's very important that you see a doctor, and your GP is usually the best person to see to begin with.
Yeah, I've been a respite carer for Aurora for almost 2 years now. And what I observe from being a carer for them is they tell me all the problems. They always want to talk to me about them. And also, I feel fortunate that I knew all these programs of Migrant Resource Center, how to help as a respite carer, how to help those clients who are isolated. So I'm trying my best to take them out. And she always enjoyed, even if it's only for 2 hours and once a week. I reckon she looks forward to it because every time I get to the house, she's always ready to go out, and she loves to go to church.
The reason why we wanted a respite carer who speaks Ilonggo, that is our dialect in the Philippines, because there are different dialects in the Philippines, but our national language is Tagalog. But then it's much better in Ilonggo, she can say it very well. It is very easy for her to talk to the carer, the respite carer. That's why we need it very badly. And with her, we are very comfortable. She's very good. So I said, Virgie, you will always be in our heart forever.
We can't cure dementia, but there are benefits in getting an early diagnosis. There are treatments that can help with the symptoms and give the person with dementia a better quality of life. These treatments seem to work best when started early, so an early and accurate diagnosis is extremely important. People definitely shouldn't wait till things get really bad before seeking help. Early diagnosis also means that the person with dementia and their family can start to plan for the future and receive education and support to help them cope as best they can with living with dementia. We know that these supports really do help people, and we encourage everyone affected by dementia to take advantage of them.
Natandaan ko siya, nagkaroon siya ng memory loss na since 2005 na mild stroke siya. Oo, tapos yung nagkaroon siya ng barado sa liig. Oo, tapos after 2 weeks inoperahan siya. Kaya doon siya yung nagkaroon siya ng memory loss dahil sa kanyang barado yung kanyang yung liig. Itong suot namin ito, talagang piniprepare namin to sa mga special occasion. Tapos, yun, kasi ito, napaka-special para sa amin to dahil ito ang cultural dress sa Pilipinas.
I am Demetria Reyes. Mostly I was known as Nanay Mitri, and I am the chairperson of the Young Generation Filipino Seniors of the Southeast. Our club, we cater from 50 plus, seniors from 50 plus, and our main objective is to have those seniors to reduce for the isolation, and so we cater them that we have this positive aging approach, so that we want them that because as they age, they have the different views of as they age. So we have this program of positive aging approach. So we give them these activities of we have also dancing, swimming, socialization, tripping, and we have organized this bamboo band, the newest activities that we have done, and this make the members practice their talents and skills, and then as I had noticed them, I'm very particular of their health and well-being. So as they age, they become a little bit neglectful, and have noticed some of my members are having, I don't know if that's a sign of dementia, but they're very forgetful, as well as me. I'm also very forgetful. So I ask sometimes I refer them to Center for Philippine Concern Australia, so that they can assess them, so that they will diagnose if there's a little bit of dementia, whatever.
What will happen when you go to your GP is that they will ask you about the symptoms and problems that you've been noticing. So it's a good idea to write things down to take with you. The GP will most likely also do some tests to try and find out what's causing the problems. Our brain function can be affected by lots of different illnesses, so the GP may find something that can be treated and fixed. Changes in thinking and behaviour don't necessarily mean the person has dementia, but it is important to get medical help to find out what the cause is. If the GP suspects the person may have dementia, it is a good idea for them to refer the person to a dementia specialist who can provide an accurate diagnosis and also advise on the best treatment.
We would like to show more awareness and teach them that we could help them, maybe in a way, not really cure it, but to tell them that it's not bad. It is just a disease, or it can happen to anyone.